Michael Zerafa's team have launched a formal protest to the WBA and WBO boxing associations, requesting that Horn v Zerafa II be declared a no contest. The issue centres around the 9th round when the referee controversially stopped the fight to get a doctor to check a cut above Jeff Horn's eye. Zerafa's team will argue that the stoppage essentially changed the momentum of the fight, with Horn going on to knock down Zerafa twice in the final 40 seconds of the round before taking the bout by majority decision. Zerafa's co-manager Brendan Burke said the team have watched and rewatched the fight and have some concerns about a number of things that happened during the fight that shouldn't have. If the protest is successful, it is likely a no contest or rematch will be scheduled. 19-year-old Afghan spinner Kais Ahmed has produced a stunning spell to help the Hurricanes to a 25-run win over the Sixers. The Hurricanes posted a modest 9 for 129 and the Sixers were looking comfortable before losing 7 for 13 in a stunning collapse, with Ahmed taking 4 wickets in 10 balls.
A hot Alice Springs was a long way from Hobart for the Hurricanes' opening game of the BBL campaign against the Sixers. Darcy Short and Matthew Wade were the dominant opening pair of last season, but with Wade on test duty, Short had to make up for his absence.
Short likes the look of this and he hits nice and straight, almost all the way.
Caleb Jewell never looked comfortable in his 10 balls at the crease.
Oh, Jewell's gone high out to the deep, chance of a catch here. Gone.
Darcy Short wasn't slowed though, taking Hobart to 1 for 44 at the end of the power play and had no respect for Lloyd Pope's first ball.
Lloyd Pope into the attack and the reverse sweep is perfectly executed by Darcy Short.
Short showing why he was last year's leading run scorer, while Ben McDermott only managed 15.
I'll let you go, Adam. Thanks for your time, because Ben McDermott has just holed out to the deep off Manenti.
Short brought up his 50 but was out soon after.
It's a quicker one from Manenti. It's taken, there's an appeal and it's out.
That brought selector George Bailey to the crease and he wasn't impressed by Ben Manenti.
Bailey has advanced and hit high, long and strong all the way.
Dwarshuis removed Bailey for 12 and Simon Malenko was out for 6. The Hurricanes' only recognised batsman left was David Miller.
Miller out.
The Sixers held Hobart to 9 for 129. The Hurricanes would need early wickets.
Chance of a run out and a direct hit, absolutely outstanding.
Englishman James Vince got the Sydney innings back on track with consecutive sixes.
Gone again. And equally impressively, even further.
Josh Philippi wouldn't be outdone.
That is well struck, very well.
Vince's quick-fire knock ended at the hands of Riley Meredith. Moses Enriquez added just 2 before holing out at long off, and the key wicket was next to fall.
Chance of a catch, another one goes.
The Sixers' collapse continued as Afghan spinner Kais Ahmed got in on the party.
That is something very special, and that is even more special.
Ahmed had Sean Abbott stumped the very next ball, and while he missed the hat-trick, 3 and 4 balls are still handy.
At 2 for 48.
Yeah! This is extraordinarily good bowling.
The 19-year-old had 4 for 5 from just 2 overs. Jordan Silk was the Sixers' last hope, and he got a life after an umpiring error.
Couldn't have been anything else.
He was left with too much to do, though, falling in the second last over as Hobart won by 25 runs. Justin Edwards, Fox Sports News.
Darcy, what's it like having someone like this on your team? It must be pretty good.
Yeah, he's pretty special, especially today when he bowls. And yeah, he's just always energetic in the field and attacks it hard. And yeah, he gives his 110% every time he's playing, so it's good.
The man brought in by Cricket Australia to say the Boxing Day test has given the controversial pitch the thumbs up. Veteran curator Les Burdett says the wicket square has recovered well from the abandoned Sheffield Shield match earlier this month, but cameras still weren't allowed to have a look.
If what I saw on Monday when I was here and the photos I saw Wednesday and to go and have a look now, I'm excited. I've never seen the MCG, and I say this quite sincerely, I've never seen the pitches looking so healthy. I never say 100% on everything, on anything at all, but I'm 99.99% sure that this is going to be a test match worth watching at Boxing Day this year, because the situation has changed and the plant is healthier. And even walking out, as I did 20 minutes ago, walking out there, it just looks healthy. You'll have a pitch out there that's had more life than years gone by because the characteristic and the structure of where the plant is growing has changed. It's going to stay alive longer, and it's going to have more colour in it for longer duration of the game. Now, I'm pitch advisor for Cricket Australia, but my main job is put my arm around these guys. I mean, they're hurting, and I've been there, I've done that. I understand how they're feeling because I've been in that position, but I'm just coming to support a couple of guys out there that are doing their utmost to present what everybody wants, and they're just going to have a serious crack at it.
Are you nervous for Page and his team?
Absolutely, absolutely. I always used to be butterfly, and I know the morning of a game I'd walk off and you'd feel good in your own heart that things were sound and good, and you'd just love to see that first ball bowled, and you'd like to see it come through. Yeah, I'm nervous for them, and I'll be sitting in Adelaide having a toast when the first ball's bowled, I promise you.
The Melbourne Storm have demanded a player swap if a rival club wants to sign Josh Adokar. The Test winger has 2 years left on his contract, but told Storm officials this week he wants to move to Sydney for personal reasons. But Melbourne's playing hardball, explaining in a statement to members it's too close to the new season to let the 24-year-old leave. Instead, the board will release Adokar at the end of 2020, but only if the Storm receive a transfer fee, salary cap relief and a player swap. It's believed the Tigers and Rabbitohs are the front-runners should the Blues' origin flyer be allowed to leave early. Don't forget, for more live and breaking news, tune in to Channel 500 and 602.